that. Why my two cheese?
Yeah.
Is this
Where are we?
the last time
We
we canceled it, no?
Yeah.
We are in the Robotics, VEX Robotics California State Championship. Hello everybody, we are here at the state championship of robotics. These are elementary kids that are the best of the best here in the California state when it comes to robotics. I'm just gonna go around and see what you can capture. These are the teams. All teams. And this here is where they practice. They're practicing. Once they practice and once everything starts, they're gonna come over here where it's gonna be the actually where they compete. So apparently what this is they need to get the balls right in the middle of there. I guess as much as they can. And right now, like you saw, they're practicing. Very nice. It's a future generation of very smart kids. Look at over there. At this championship, there are about 20, I think that maybe like 30 teams. 30 teams that are competing for the championship. Go ahead. So each team has to go through set of rules. I guess they have to be a certain size.
Give yourselves a round of applause. You've done it. You got here. My name is Craig Sipes, and I'm the STEAM coordinator for the Los Angeles Unified School District, Local District East. We are in the Local District East area. And I want to start off by welcoming you to the event and also welcoming the mayor of Maywood, Mr. Marquez.
Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? I think that was loud enough. I don't think anybody wants to win. Let's try it again. How y'all doing? Alright, there you go. Now you're awake. Now you're ready to compete. You know, on behalf of the city of Maywood, we welcome all of our schools, all 32 schools, 32 teams that are competing here. Good luck to all of you. I'm excited to see who's gonna move on. Hey, who's gonna make it? I saw one hand there. I think they're gonna win right there. Have fun, enjoy, and I'll see you all in the competition.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, and now our head referee, Tony Young, everyone. And before that, our awesome sponsor, the man that makes all of this possible, Mr. Leroy Nelson. So we have 3 event partners here today. If you have any questions or concerns, you can come and talk to me, Craig Sipes, Leroy Nelson, or Mr. Agustin Sarmiento. So the three event partners are here to help you out with anything we need.
Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Leroy Nelson. I run the LA Robotics, which is helping to sponsor this along with Local District East. So thank you very much, Local District East, for giving us the resources to do this, and our host school. But for right now, we're doing just the orientation for the coaches, or for the drivers rather, the drivers meeting. So I want to talk to you about how this event is going to run. That might be a little different from the other events that you've gone to. So on this side over here, we're going to have the check-in for our teamwork fields. So we'll have 3 fields. We had to reprint the schedules today because we have one team that didn't show up. So we had schedules already ready, but we're reprinting them now. And then, so you're going to check in over here, and then you'll go to one of the 3 queuing stations. There's field 1, field 2, and field 3 that Kevin's showing you. He's our lead inspector today. And then from there, the referees will call you up to one of these 3 fields, fields 1, field 2, and field 3. So then you'll have your teamwork matches there. Okay? I'm a little bit loud on this microphone. Okay, so, and then when you finish your match, you keep coming this way and you'll exit out through this doorway right behind me. So you come in on that side, come all the way across, and exit out through this gateway. If you're doing skills, it's going to be the opposite side. You're going to check in over here. You're going to go to one of the 2 stations for skills, right where Kevin is now. For skills field 1 and skills field 2. Actually, 1 is here and 2 is there. And then you'll be called over by the referee and you'll run your skills fields here. So everybody gets to run 8 matches on teamwork, and you get up to 3 driving skills and up to 3 programming skills on this side. And you can run up to 3 at a time. So if you're not changing drivers, you can come up and you can run all 3 skills fields at one time if you want. In fact, we would prefer that because that is fewer changes of teams, so it makes our schedule go faster. So, and then you can run your up to 3 matches of programming too if you have the same drivers. All right, so any questions about the and then when you finish these matches, you go back out the same door in the center. So you come in on the ends and go out the center. Any questions about that part? The logistics of coming in for matches? All right, now I want to have my head referee come and talk to you about some of the game rules that we need to be attentive to.
Thank you, Leroy. Well, it's quiet in here. Is everybody ready? Yeah! That's a lot better. Okay. So now you're awake, we get to talk about the code of conduct. Sorry. So there's 8 elements of the code of conduct. There's a bunch of rules, but really the core of it is our code of conduct, right? And this is our commitment to you too. The referees, the judges, everybody is all bought into this, right? So this is our commitment to you and your commitment to each other. So we're going to all act with integrity, honesty, and reliability. We got all the referees together, and we figured out exactly how we're going to do this, so you'll be consistently refereed no matter where you are, and no matter who your referee is. We're going to behave in a respectful and professional manner. We're going to respect individual differences. You're going to see some things differently than we do, right? Your alliance partners may see things differently than you. We just have to work through those differences. We're going to follow all the rules as listed in the current game manual. So who read the new game manual as of February 1st? Wow, we had some hands. Last week there were no hands. So you guys are already ahead. And we're going to talk about 1 or 2 of those changes here. It's a student-centered teams with limited adult assistance. So what we really want to see is if a robot is on the operating table back there, it's the kids who have the screwdrivers in their hands who are fixing it. If the computer is running, it's the kids who are at the keyboard. The adults can be like right next to them. Okay, yeah, you think that might work? But you can do that. But adult fingers on keyboards doesn't really work. It's not student-centered. Safety is a top priority. I goofed up. Were you here when that thing fell down?
Yeah.
My fault. There's a leg locker on that thing. And I've never put that up by myself before. I've been doing this for years, and we've always had other people do it. And I forgot to lock that bloody leg. So that's safety is a top priority. So I checked the other 2, and guess what? One of the legs wasn't locked. So I'm guilty as charged. Let this be our last safety violation of the tournament. So we need good sportsmanship, which you all have, which includes supporting your alliance partners. And believe me, your partners are your partners. They are not your competitors, right? And we're going to help you with that. So let's see. That's the end of the code of conduct. So there's a new rule. There's an old rule that says that teams can put 1 driver up rather than 2. It said it was at your discretion. The blue text of the previous version 3.2 says it's up to your discretion, but you really should have a good reason, like COVID or something like that, right? So now they codified that. It's in the instructions now that you have to have a really good reason to have a single driver, right? And generally that means if you have 2 drivers on your team and one of them had to fly off to China for a funeral, right? Then that's a good reason to have 1 driver, right? There aren't a whole lot of other good reasons. Somebody gets sick and you have no other drivers, yeah, right? But we really need to have 2 drivers. Last week, I had a team that competed with 2 drivers until they got towards the finals, and 1 driver showed up. And I said, why are you here? Where's your other driver? And they said, well, my coach figured that if we have 1 driver, we'll get a higher score. That can send you home. Right, so I said, go get another driver. And that's where the referees help the students, right? When they're about to make a big mistake, our job is to step in and to keep them from doing it. So your first decision as an alliance partner is to figure out what side of the field you're going to play on. The new rules this year say you can either play here or you can play here, right? So we're 2 teams coming together. Great, my buddy. We can either play here or there. Is it okay if we play here? So we're going to play here. That's how it's supposed to be. This is Craig 2. Craig 2, where would you like to play? Stay there. There. But I want to play here. What do? We have to play here. If you don't agree, you're stuck back here. Got it? And I'll make that decision, and I'll make it the moment I lose my patience, which is 5 seconds, okay? So make up your mind. Get with your alliance partner. Ends or on the backside, right? That's your first decision. Next thing is if you have a sick robot, right? It needs attention. Referees are going to work with you. Put your controller down, look at the ref. They'll say, go fix your robot. Pull the balls out, put it in any of the 8 legal starting positions, pick up your controller and get going again. Here's the problem. Problems last a while. So between the 35-25 transition, it may be the time for the second driver to pick up that controller. And the first person is still excited, right? And they'll want to pick up that controller. We'll work with you on that, but just be aware of that. Make sure that if you pass that transition, that the second driver picks up the controller. Oh, okay, so if you got, so if your robot is sick and in the pits, and you've got a match that's coming up, send a driver. Leave your robot there, send a driver. The person will stand there and watch the other person collect all the points. That you get the points for the match that you did not compete in, but you were here. If everybody is back there and no one is here, you get a no-show, and that's 0 points. See what I mean? So you send a driver even if you have a sick robot. You only have to send 1 driver, you don't have to send 2. The buzzer. So, the tournament manager says the match is starting, right? 60 seconds later, the buzzer starts, right? And lasts about a second. When is the match over? At the beginning of the buzzer, not at the end of the buzzer. So, where your robot is coming up, because you're trying to do a low hang or a high hang, it's when that buzzer begins, not where the buzzer ends, right? However, the rules also say things have to come to a stop motion. So if a ball is rolling, it buzzes, and the buzzer stops, but it still continues to roll, you got a ball in the corral, right? Because it was moving on its own. But to your favor, if you launch a ball, and you've launched it before the buzzer, and the buzzer happens while it's in the air, and it falls in, the point counts, because it was in motion, right? Just being fair there. When we do the high hang, 15, right? So our referees will have these tools here. Nobody will be making a decision as to whether you got a high hang or not. This tool will tell, right? So we'll just go under there. The rule says you have to be above this. But if you notice, there might be a 1/16 of an inch clearance here. We're going to count this, right? So nobody has to make a decision. The stick will make the decision for us.
Well, first of all, how many of you guys are excited to be here?
Me.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta tell you, I'm so happy to be down here today because I've watched LAUSD, and thanks to Craig and all of the folks at LAUSD, they have put together an amazing program. My job at the REC Foundation is I'm Vice President for Developing Programs and International Programs. We operate in about 70 countries right now. So this weekend, while you guys are playing here, there are kids playing in Australia, there are kids playing in Africa, there are kids playing in Europe, there are kids playing in China. It's amazing. There are kids all over the world playing the same game. And we all come together in May in Dallas if you win a spot to World. So I'm looking forward to seeing somebody here at the World. The other thing I want to do is, Troy says we run these. We only run one event, we run Worlds. And then we rely on people, and this is very important. I want you to thank people that are here. The referees, the judges, the event partners, the folks running the front table up here that run all of the electronics, and most importantly, your mentors, your teachers. They're the ones that make this happen locally, okay? Also, thanks to the parents for being opportunity. And as the head referee's already told you, we have a code of conduct. This is a kid's game. You know, the one thing that always frustrates me is when I was a kid, we didn't have this. And the hardest thing for me to do as an adult is to come into one of these events and watch something and not get my hands in there, because I'm just like, gosh, I wish I had this when I was a kid. But guess what? sometimes things aren't fair. So adults, remember, this is for the kids. We want to teach them how to be great technical people in the future, and we want to see you all at Worlds. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tara. No, not here. So I've got a few other folks I'd like to make sure you're aware of. We have over here Stephen Guterman is our representative from iDesign Solutions. Most of you who have bought equipment have probably talked to him on the phone. He's the big help in getting our orders filled. All the teams in LA Unified who have been sponsored by the grants have had equipment that has come through them, and they provide our support. So thank you very much. He's here today helping out as a volunteer. We have a lot of volunteers today who are coming from our host school. So our volunteer coordinator is Mr. Sarianto, so he's the one who's providing and supervising all of the volunteers. We have our judge advisor is Steve Stein. There we go. I'm getting a little bit old and tired. I got 3.5 hours last night, so I'll blame it on that. So Steve Stein is our judge advisor. He's got some judges who will be coming around and interviewing teams today. We've already done remote interviews to determine the awards that will qualify for Worlds, but he will be interviewing teams for the Judges Award.
Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, well done, well done. We're clearing the field. And while we're waiting, remember we have our fourth match, Robo Sharks and Rolling Robot B. The Robo Sharks and the Rolling Robot, that was the Victoria Lady Lion box and the Bulldog box. Good job, guys. All right. So we can take a look at what some of the scores are at the moment. Match 1 with 154 points. Well done, Techno Turtles and Supernovas. All right, so we're moving on over here to our fourth match. Do we have the Robo Shark? Yes? Robo Shark or Robo Shark? All right, and then the Rolling Robot B. Did we agree where we're driving? Did we agree where we're driving? We're either driving on opposite ends or on the front here? Either, oh, right here. Okay, come on over, guys. No, but you can leave your room, yeah. All right. Are we ready?
They were volunteering, and Leo got a very big volunteering. He is the buzzer, and
where are you
he's
guys
the
gonna drive?
checking
Right here?
of the score.
You're driving here, so I guess you guys drive over here, right? Come on
I
over,
control
come on over.
that.
All right.
He puts the score
Okay, so
there.
this is Max
And the
10,
thing.
Jennifer B, and Maywood
And he
Mustang.
is
Are we
the
ready,
timer,
drivers?
the buzzer.
Ready, drivers?
Watch this,
Okay,
watch this,
camera,
watch
you
this.
ready?
Watch it.
Okay,
Oh!
here we go. Oh, the robot, let's fix that really quickly. Go ahead, boys, fix your robot. It can't be hanging off the
There
edge.
you go, look. Watch Leo. Watch
There we
Leo
go.
in action. Watch
All
Leo.
right, you guys got it? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
You already know.
And then we have the thing,
Alright, here we go.
and then Yelly, what are you doing, Yelly?
Putting the camera.
So whatever, she put a camera, she put the one, and then she puts it up there, so people in the audience can see it. Look at the people.
All right, let's go to 14 and 15.
This is what I'm doing. We're live on YouTube right now. See?
Queuing for matches 14, 15, 16. What's your driver, lady?
Kathy is the elevator lady, and I am the emotional supporter.
4.06A, Tankabox A.
I need it.
But he's doing a great job.
And over here on match 11, we have Maywood leaders and soaring rockets. All right.
I see Leo in action again.
And
Sometimes about
nine.
whatever.
Taylor's down. Awesome.
Look at this
Well done,
kiddo.
well done. So we're moving over here to our 11. If you start it over here, guys. Start it over here if you want to. Yeah. There we go.
Match 23, match 23. Report to the queuing table immediately. That's the soaring rockets and flying speeds. These guys are indicated.
And that's time. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, boys.
Oh, they were having technical
We're moving over.
difficulties.
It happens.
We got the
His
stand for
mic
lady
stopped
box,
working.
Honestly.
and we have the rolling robot tape. Okay, do I have my drivers ready? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Both hands.
Now
Okay.
match 25. Now
Timer.
25.
Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. And on my field 1, I should already have my rolling robot W and Hope Street Elementary on field 1, ready to go in just about a minute. And thank you to those that are on the field in the front. If you guys can please sit down, I'd appreciate it. So if you're in front of the bleachers, I need you to sit down, please. Thank you.
45806A. Please report to queuing immediately.
You can put it down and fix it. That's okay. Put the controller down. Oh, you got it? All right. And that is time. Thank you. Put the controllers down. Put the controllers down. Gotta get those balls into the middle. All right, all right. We're approaching now 5 seconds. You will think we got a hand. And that is time. Put your controllers down, please. Controllers down. Well done, both teams. All right, we're moving over to match number 25.
So if you want to volunteer for this event, just give us a message and we'll tell you the information. It's pretty interesting to see little brains going crazy.
Okay. All right, do I have our drivers ready? Thumbs up.
I don't know what she said, but I get it.
Timer ready?
But
All
I
right,
get
now
it.
calling matches
3,
28 and
2,
29.
and 1.
Matches 28 and 29. Looking for 91343E.
Do you think these kids are smart, Leo?
From Irvine, from Long
Do
Way.
you think these kids are smart?
I think 4 little brains equates to 1 big brain.
Representing Victoria Avenue Elementary School.
They actually engineered this robots by themselves. Well, with the help of their coaches, because they have coaches.
You guys need to be here.
So it's very interesting to see
And
little
then on
brains
field
going
number 2
crazy.
at this point,
We're talking
we have
about
our
elementary
Supreme
kids
Box and
here.
Supernova ready to go.
Look at Ellie.
5 seconds. Looks like we're going for a low hang and a high hang. Controllers down, please. All right, well done. Moving over to field number 2 here, we got the Supreme Box. Who are my Supreme Box? All right, and then we have our Supernova. Okay, let's just make sure we're ready to go here. Go ahead and position it. We're driving on opposite sides, wonderful. Okay, drivers, are we ready? Get a thumbs up from both drivers, okay? Timer, are you ready? Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Both robots are flying across the field here.
Looking for match 39.
Already got some points in the middle. Off to a great start. Collecting everything from the furlong.
Hold on.
Let's make sure we switch our drivers.
So we have all the tag right here. Oh, wow.
That's all I wanted you guys to
The
get.
textile. Here with Brandon. Brandon right here. Doing the techie
We're
stuff.
going for that high hang. And a low hang. Controllers down.
We can't film much because they're very concentrated in what they're doing.
Okay. All right, so we're moving on to field
It's very
number 3.
interesting
We
to
have
see
our
how they do, how they play.
Tiger Buck and our super, I'm sorry, and our Juniper B. Okay.
Look at that roller.
Let's make sure we're all ready to go.
Xbox.
So did you guys fix that? Super, it has to be.
5010A. Champion Robo Tigers. 1877T. Xbox.
Okay, so here we go. Thumbs up, driver. Okay, climber. 3, 2, 1, go.
Crazy to see so many smart people in one room. I just wonder how they got into this. Maybe they like video games. Do you think these kids like video games?
All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Engineering.
So I'm gonna start all the balls out of the throw.
Robot.
So as you saw, we just finished volunteering for the VEX Robotics in California State Championship.
It's a staff.
We're staff. A bunch of little smart kids. I imagine they're smart because they make their own robot.
They told me, bitch, you don't know how to count.
Oh, are you serious?
You can't even click a little button that says start timer. It wasn't me. It was the timer's fault. Because sometimes it used to stop and I was like, there's no way. Like, I know I pushed start timer.
So Leo got a very important job.
Super
He got
important.
the timer and he was keeping track of all the points.
Leo determined who left and who didn't.
The guy who sponsored the whole thing, he was like, damn, you're doing a good job. And I'm like, thank you. He's like, you're keeping up, like, you're on top of things. Because he wanted to print something out and the timer was about to run out and I switched my attention to both. My head hurts.
Leo worked today. Let me tell you, volunteer work, but it's his first time working. They even complained that he was 2 minutes late, and that's why we were 2 minutes late from finishing.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We're 10 minutes late.
No one wanted to do Leo's job. So
No,
they were
nobody
waiting
wanted
it's a hard job no one wants to do.
Yeah.
I got stuck with elevator shit.
I was here as an emotional
I can't
supporter.
say
No, you gotta say I gotta bleep it.
And Kelly got the most hardest job of all.
Let me tell you, Brandon.
No, you can't. Brandon chill.
Brandon Joe.
Kelly was switching camera A to B to C.
And then one time she was texting that she forgot to switch camera from A, B, and C.
What do you think about that, Yelly?
She was texting.
Well, look, see, I thought that I could multitask, and I was like on
Let's
the
go
phone
booty.
recording and everything, and then I was like, oh my god, and then Brenda's like, okay, I got it, and I was like, oh, okay. I just heard, durr, you know, when it starts, the time starts, and I was like, oh damn, and then and it was fun because the little kids, they love being on camera.
You were playing around with them.
Yeah, the little
You
kids
was going
with
to
the camera.
the
And then I was like,
160,
zooming
and they were used to
in.
be
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you used to move it, you used to move.
She used to zoom into their faces.
Yeah, I did. Although some kids were doing fire stuff.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
I was outside the whole time, what I like doing.
It
Telling
was
people
fun.
where to go, telling people information. I love that.
I was just here for
I am
emotional
not
support.
lying. Look, zoom into me.
I was the one.
I probably
that
have
used
COVID. Oh, in the video.
Yeah.
In the video. No, I was around so many people today, so it didn't. No. I probably have COVID.
No.
Alright, well, see you until the next video.